Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the JustTroia Show. I'm so excited about my guests. I'm gonna bring them up in just a second. Again, my guests are Nick and Jordan Kayea. I hope I got it right. Hippie Kayea. Yes. I don't know why I messed their name up. I've known them forever, and I'm just so excited about these two young people. But before we get started, while we're letting everybody come in, let's do our intro and we'll be right back. Hey again, it's me and the JustTroia Show. Again, this is our second episode. I mean, we've been doing this for a minute, but the official JustTroia. We're now on the BBS radio station, and my special guests. I'm so excited to have them both on here, Mr. and Mrs. Nick Kayea. I have known these two beautiful, beautiful people. Golly, I don't even know how long
Since
I've known.
Small.
Oh, you were cheerleading
Mm-hmm.
at oh my God. So okay, so how I know them, and here's the number if you all want to call in, is 888-627-6008, and or 323-744-7831. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, but then I guess I could then I'll tell their backstory because I enjoy telling it. So I will defer to you all to introduce yourselves to everybody.
All right. Why are you tapping me? You can go. Go
What you
ahead.
I'm letting you do the introduction.
Well, we
man.
are Nick and Jordan Kayea. We've been married for how long? 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
That's about it.
But we've been knowing each other since we were 14.
Oh yes, we were best friends since we were 14 to 15 years old.
And
Yes.
my birthday is actually on Friday, so I'm turning 26. I'm showing you the time
Wow.
span, so it's been
It's been
a long
years.
time.
It's been a long.
Oh
Over
my
10 years we know each other.
And when they first met, they said they weren't dating. I'll never forget that.
No, absolutely not. That was not happening.
Jordan was not attractive.
Yeah.
But you were always Jordan. We always knew that he wanted you. You may not have wanted him.
I told my mom, I said, this ugly frog boy was
Come on.
talking.
Come on.
But there was a song years ago. I'm dating myself, but it was called "Written All Over Your Face." It was written all over his face.
All right, y'all saw it, man. Nah, but
You did. He did like.
He did but Jordan, we met you the first time I saw you was at a Toys for Tots,
Mm-hmm.
and you came and helped. And I remember saying to your mom, "Who is this young man? He's a keeper." And we liked you from day one. You were just, but Jordan was not feeling you at all.
Wasn't having it.
But we're like, I don't know if Charlene is getting on tonight, but we all just said, just like, yeah, he likes her. He really likes her.
I always tell people that jokes on me. Joking on me.
But okay, so let me give a little back, because yes, I mean, if everybody's wondering, yes, I know them very, very well. I've known Jordan since she was knee high to a grasshopper, literally. I met her mom and Chandra at where were we at? Hopewell.
Yes.
I was a basketball coach of all things, of little people, and Jordan and my girls and Chandra, her mom, was the cheerleading coach. And we just, I don't know, we just became friends. And from friends, we just became family. And I have a lot of great memories, because it was the three of us. It was myself, your mom, and Charlene, and
Miss Charlene.
yep, and all of our birthdays kind of lined up right behind one another. So we always made sure we always had girls' night out, or I mean, and then we didn't. And then Charlene, Chandra, and I didn't live far from each other.
Yeah.
So this was my. So I mean, she was watching Jordan grow up was like watching one of my own girls grow up, and it was just an amazing to watch you do it. And her mom is a chapter in my book. Because God in His infinite wisdom decided to take her home a few years ago, and it was a shock to all of us. Quite honestly, I wasn't. I know you weren't prepared because I was ill prepared for that phone call.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But something, and I don't. Jordan, why didn't you slap me and say, Miss Troy, why are you singing at my mom's service?
I don't know what to tell you. I didn't have much control over anything, not even myself at that time. So
Right. But I said, what? Really, Troya? You're singing? Is this a real thing? But I have to say, and I don't know if I ever said it to you, Nick, I watched how you cared for Jordan throughout that whole time. But Jordan, your faith in God during that time, even I'm full grown, I drew strength from watching you. Wow. If that makes sense. And because I mean, I watched you and I was like, yeah, this is Chandra's kid. Wow. This is Chandra's kid. And I was just amazed. So when I had when I broke down, I was mad at myself because I was trying to be strong for you guys. Mm-hmm. And but I guess at the service after I sang, I said, Troy, you were dumb. And and your aunt, I don't know which one, but one of your aunts came back and she said, Troya, and I kept apologizing. I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. She said, Troya, you have held it together for everybody. Mm-hmm. We were waiting on you. I was like, don't wait. I said, I wasn't trying to do this. Mm-hmm. But how did you speak on that? Well, or let's do like this. Let's talk about that beautiful person that was Chandra Smalls. Mm-hmm. Shoni
Shay, one of a kind.
Yes, can tell. I mean, I have my perspective of Shoni, and I think I hope what I wrote about her was accurate. But you know her better than all of us. Mm-hmm. So let the world know who Shoni was.
It's so funny because yesterday was my grandma's birthday, and we went out to eat with my grandma, and we were, sitting at the table with my grandma, my uncle, talking about my mom. But my mom was definitely one of a kind. Oh my goodness, when you think about ambition, when I think about entrepreneurship, when I think about a lot of things, my mom has set the tone and the example for not necessarily what I set out to be in life, but she has set the tone of, okay, this is the standard, So a lot of times when you think about, I don't want to say strong Black woman, because I don't even like hearing that anymore. But when you hear, what's a good word? I don't know a good word to use, but when you think about a woman who is about her business, a woman who is about her family, a woman who is about anything she's passionate about, that was my mother, definitely.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And the beauty about her was, I mean, she just let it all out. She didn't just. She was just like,
yes. Everyone was gonna know,
right? And if you didn't like something, you knew about it. And she did, and and I'm just grateful that God allowed us to connect, the three of us, because there were some times that I was like, Chandra, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, and she'll be home watching TD Jakes. At 7:00. I knew never to call her at 7 to 7:30. I was like,
at 7
coming through.
TD Jakes.
Shout out to TD Jakes.
Right. TDJ. I mean, you know, that was her. I was like,
Oh,
wait
yeah.
a minute, and I had to check my phone. I was like, oh wait, it's 7:30. I can't talk to Chandra till after TD Jakes.
Yeah, we
Troya,
weren't allowed to go in the room. You knock on the door. Why you knocking on my door? TD Jakes is on.
right? Hey, friend. I was like, yes, I forgot. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
But that was a testament to who that's how she drew her. But I knew that she was getting what she needed to sustain her, because it wasn't always easy. It was, I mean, life was not always a crystal stair by
Right.
any stretch of the imagination for any of us. But her faith in God and her resolve, that's what I believe helped her through all of the good and the bad times. It was her faith in God. And I remember having a conversation with her. You were young, y'all were young, because we were still going to Hopewell, and our foundation was shook because there were some things that happened, and
Yeah.
and I was like, wait, we're shook. And I was like, Chandra, what do we do? And she
Mhm.
said, friend, we just got to pray. And that's what we did. So I was just like, your mom was just amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing. Core source, not core source. That's what it called. What was it? The name of her business. We
Core
did
National Foundation for Women.
core. I knew it was core. Core source is a bank up here. I was like, I knew what it was core, because we had a ball. Now, again, for those who are just tuning in, this is Nick and Jordan Kayea. I'm gonna
Yes,
mess
we
that
got
up.
it.
See, and I'm like, and I've known these two forever. And like I said, her mom, and I did not know that your mother, did I know that your mother calls you Joy? Because when I
I
wrote,
don't know.
because the title of her, hey Siobhan, her mom, and when I was starting to write my book, I asked her, I text Jordan, I was like, listen, I'm getting ready to write this book, and I want to write about your mom. Is that okay? Can I have the permission to write about your mom? Because I don't think I ever truly dealt with your mom's death.
Right.
Because everything was, I mean, when I got the phone, I'll never forget, I got the phone call. Chandra's like, I was like, not Chandra, Charlene was like, Trey, I was like, I don't have time for this. I'm ready to go out of town. What do you want? What do you want? And when she said it, she said, sit down. I was like, what? Nothing made sense. Literally nothing made sense at all. And I was like, that doesn't, I just talked to your mom. I just talked to her like a couple of hours before.
Yeah.
And but what I knew about your mom, what I was very clear on, I said, God, if Chandra left here, y'all had to have a whole conversation,
Absolutely.
because y'all was she had a, because she had to know that Jordan was going to be okay, that
Mhm.
Rayon and the boys were going to be okay,
Mhm.
and that the rest of us, you know, she thought about us, but she clearly but clearly she knew you were going to be okay, because
Yeah.
that's the only way Chandra would have left. And I know she was missing Blue, but but I did, and I was like, okay, so that's when I had to get it together.
Yeah.
So I'm so, if I have not said it, I'm so very proud of you guys. You have no idea. And when I got the invitation, Nick, I'm gonna tell you what I did Jordan tell you how I acted when I got the invitation to the wedding? So look, she messaged me, right? And I was like, and because I troll y'all. I really do troll y'all. I'd be like, oh, look at that, they go so well. When you proposed, I was like, would you look at this?
Goodness.
When you because how you proposed, can I tell it? Can I tell the story?
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead and
now let's see your rendition. I want to hear what you think. I love to hear other people's perspective.
So okay, so like I said, they've known each other. They've been dating since high school, even though let me say Nick's been dating Jordan since high school. Jordan finally started dating you in college, right?
I'm sorry, that is so funny to me.
I'm sorry, Jordan.
We dated in high school.
Senior year, that's when we started dating.
No, but they are no. I laugh and I joke, but they have always been the cutest couple to me, and you really were. And you proposed the same day her mom passed, right?
Yeah.
Right. So what you said, and I'm sitting, and I had I'm reading. I was like, I had no tissues with me. Because he said, "Oh,
yeah, definitely."
Just thinking about what you said, and I was just like, "Where is he?" I said, "Okay." He said, he proposed on that day because it was normally a day of her being sad, but he wanted it to be a joyous day, so that's when he proposed to her on the day, so that day will be one of celebration and not tears. And I sat there and boohooed like a whole baby.
Oh, me
myself.
too. I know. I'm getting a little misty out myself.
I did, because I was like, oh, he's so sweet. That was so sweet. So tell me about that, Jordan. Not Jordan, Nick. What made you that day? I mean, I already knew that you knew that Jordan was the one for you, but
it felt right. It felt right. Nothing else would have made, I guess, more sense to me, anyways. Because again, it's always gonna be the worst day, you know.
Right.
But I didn't want it to. I wanted to have some type of good in that day. And then, I love Jordan's mom too.
Definitely.
She liked me more than.
Oh my gosh.
She liked me more than Jordan did. Man.
She did. We did. I'm telling you, Nick. We knew before y'all officially started dating. We knew that you would be the son-in-law. We were okay with that.
I had to grow up a little bit.
She used to always call him her son. I was like, can you stop calling that boy that, please, girl?
We knew. In our nowhere, we knew. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jordan. Go ahead, Nick.
You good? But it was just something that I knew that it would mean a lot to her, and I know that it would mean a lot more in time as well. Because of course, it's hard to get over things, and some things you can't really get over, but as time progresses, sometimes the pain isn't as much. And I tend to be with Jordan for the rest of our lives. And so the 21st is going to mean more and more and more and more and more as time goes on. Just trying to flip the switch a little bit.
See, and that right there. But you know what? The one thing I can say about you, Nick, you've always been like this serious, thought-provoking, or from the outside looking in. You always look like you were always this deep, like you were always thinking, like a thinker.
He's definitely a thinker.
Yeah. And you weren't one, and I think that's another thing that really impressed us, because we knew that whatever you did, you would be intentional in whatever you did. But I think the most impressive thing was, at a young age, the two of you all decided to trust God in everything that you do. And you have no problems, even in college. I'll tell you, I trolled y'all. I trolled you. I was like, okay. I was doing what Chandra would have wanted me to do, to make sure in the background. I'm like, all right. I said, okay, they got a net, they got a safety net. If I need to do anything, I hope Jordan knows that we're here for you. And I think Charlene would have said the same thing. Yeah. So I would peek in on you. I said, okay, they're doing okay. But what has impressed me by the both of you all, for you to be such a young age. I think in college, did you have like a ministry in college that you have people that you were friends with, that you all, like a church or something that you all were?
We were at the beginning of college, we were part of college campus ministries, but then later on in college, we at one point I was over the praise team at the church, and he was the music director at the church. So we were definitely a part of ministry. Yeah.
So I like I said, you all, and I said you did, and I like I said, when you graduated, I was in the background. I was like, oh, and the baby. I'm telling you, it's pitiful. Yeah, I don't think I've ever cried as much watching the two of you all grow. As I
Yeah.
mean, it's been an amazing journey. Like I said, and when I got the invitation, this is true story, and then I'm let everybody tell everybody about all the projects that you all got going on. True story, Nick. Jordan emailed me. Um, I don't know. I think she asked for my email, my address, and I was like, okay, yeah. And because I hear truly, and that's just what I truly thought. I said, cool, so I can get the image, I can get the where you're registered, so I can order your gift and all that other stuff.
Mhm.
And she was like, that's your invitation. I said, wait, I'm invited to the wedding.
Yeah, you made the cut.
I was like, wait a
You made
minute.
the cut.
And
Mhm.
I literally sat. And Jordan, and it's not a joke. I literally sat at my computer for like 5 minutes. I couldn't get it together. I
Oh.
was like, oh my God, I'm invited to the wedding. I'm invited to the wedding. I felt
Mhm.
so honored to
Mhm.
be a part of your. And how did we make the cut? How did Charlene and I make the cut?
I mean, if my mom was here, y'all would have been there. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like it just made sense for you guys to be there. It didn't make any sense for you guys not to be there, especially since you guys have been there since, like you said, I was a small child.
Well,
So it just
child.
makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
And I was honored. And then, Nick, something I don't know if your mother said that to you. It was your mom. She pulled Charlene and I aside later on, right before we were leaving, and she was like, "Thank you for being here for Jordan." I was like, "There's no way we would not have been here for Jordan." Listen, that's what she's like. Huh?
I said, my
What is
mom
it?
is the man. She be doing so much stuff. I got no idea what she's doing.
Oh, she didn't tell you. Yes, yes. We were y'all. Listen, y'all were on the dance floor having a ball, and it was in it. And what? A lot of people get married and that's it. But you all, but they don't really like each other, and they get married for the wedding. You know what I mean? But what has always been, and I think it's because of the way that you guys started out. You all have an actual relationship and a friendship, and y'all
Yeah.
like you don't. It's not that you love each other, but y'all like each other, and
Yeah.
you have fun together, and it's so amazing to watch. It really is. And I'm like, she got a good husband. But
Yeah.
he, but he got a good wife too, though.
That's my homeboy.
Yeah. Very good wife.
And it is. So it's just, yeah. I'm so proud of y'all. And again,
Thank
I
you.
don't again I don't say those words lightly. But I really am. I really am proud. So before I turn the world over to you all to tell everybody who you are, were my words okay about what I wrote about your mom?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Well, because did you get the chance to read everything? Because I had to put all your stuff in the book.
Yes.
Mhm. Okay, good. Woo. I
Good.
wanted her to be. I wanted her to be. I said if something she would have read, I'd have been like, okay, she'd have been okay with
Yeah,
that.
and definitely, if I would have been able to hear her say, "No," if
Right.
it wasn't all right.
She'd be like, okay, friend. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm, mm-mm. But
Yeah.
tell us, because Nick, I think again from my trolling, I I think I saw you have a new project or a new venture. Is that right?
Yeah.
He's got a whole bunch of new things.
I've been working hard. Joey. I've been working hard. I've been working
I
hard.
know.
A lot of things behind the scenes. But I just put out a music video called She Knows. So you guys should definitely check that out. She Knows by Kayea, Kayea, and Mundo. Wrote the script, figured out all the shots. Me and my buddy Mundaris, we put together a team to get everything done. I edited the video. A lot of stuff.
It's a modern telling of Proverbs 7.
Okay. Okay, for those help us out. For those who may not know what Proverbs 7 is.
Let me
I
break
mean,
it
not everybody is I told y'all they in the word, but just in case somebody's not.
No, all right, so like I said, my mom's the goat, right? You grow up later on, and you get to see why parents tell you to do certain things. But I had to read a proverb a day because it's 30 to 31 days in the month, And there's about 31 books in Proverbs. And so I had to read a proverb a day. But the one that I enjoyed the most was Proverbs 7. Why? Because it was a story. And basically, Solomon was talking about a story about a young man, and there was a woman, but she was married. He was just saying, be careful, young man, with the decisions that you make. Make sure you're wise, because you never know, if you can get yourself in trouble. In the story, the wife had a husband that went on a business trip. And he was basically saying, just be careful, because you may end up losing your life. And so in my project, I made a modern day rendition of that in like 2021 and tried to make that story come to life through a catchy song called She Knows that you guys should definitely check out. But I have that. I'm also an actor as well. Just got signed with Houghton Talent Agency. I have a manager too.
You trying to be famous?
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying. I'm catching them up on the come up. Go ahead now.
Yeah, so you guys will be seeing me on screen sometime soon. I'm speaking to
Right.
you. Yeah. I have my own Kayea creative business, right?
My own Kayea creative
I know, right? I do film, so weddings, music videos, help people with the music to make it better, different things like that. And
he also does lessons. Guitar lessons,
piano lessons.
He's amazing.
I can't work a job, man. I can't work a job. I got to let my skills create my day, because I'm not a job guy. I'm a good worker, but I'm not a job.
He's a great worker.
But yeah, go ahead, Jay. Talk about yourself a little bit.
Are you teaching?
We stopped. Yeah. Get out of there. I've been in the classroom since 2017. He'd been in the classroom since what? Same? 2018.
2018.
We've both been in the classroom for a few years, and it's just like, got to go.
It's not bad. It just takes up a lot of time.
Yeah, and it's a lot of responsibility. Not that we can't handle that responsibility, but it's also not something that we take lightly.
Right.
And I know that we'll always be involved with children, but I don't think it'll be in that capacity.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I have a community. It's called She Speaks the Sisterhood. On social media, it has actually grown past 1,000 followers, which is crazy, because at the top of the year we had like 300, and it just blew up. Thank you, Jesus. Which has led us into, we started off as YouTube channels, then became a community on social media, and now we have gone into podcasting. So now we have a podcast called She Speaks the Podcast. And then I also have my own business. It is a creative writing, editing, and developmental business. I help people who write books, blogs, podcasts, and scripts. Because when I went to school, majored mass comm, and I was a creative writing minor. So I'm trained in all those fields and was helping people do it for free. And I said, we got to stop doing that.
Let me hold you right there. Hey guys, she's really, really good at writing. So whenever you're seeing this, whenever in time, if you need some help, contact this lady, because she will make it better. I promise.
As well as creative.
He's not. Liz, wait. And he's not joking. She's good at what she does, and she's good. She's good. She's good. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I had a tag team on your husband. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
As well as creative content consultation. So if anybody needs help with their social media, their brand, sometimes people will pay me to come onto their photo shoot sets or to set up their concept for their photo shoots, videos, and stuff like that. So yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I really am. I'm just so excited about everything that you guys are doing. And listen, I may have to do it because I don't do social media. So I need to look, how about I actually went on TikTok today. I don't know nothing about TikTok. But I actually have an account on TikTok, and I was like, well, what do you do with this now? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't got time. You got to actually invest in that kind of foolishness. I don't have time now.
But it works.
It does.
It works, definitely.
A coworker of mine, he has like 20K followers.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, I was like, okay, and I watched some of his stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I don't have time for all that. I got a whole bunch of little people. I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
But when I did see, when I saw your one of your posts, Nick, I was like, yeah, I need to talk to him because I don't know what I'm doing sometimes with this video stuff. I said, there's some smarter people out here than me.
Sure, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's what I went to school for, you know. So
Yeah, he went to school for film.
I had to learn that guy. So.
Right. I was like, so yeah, I said, I'm gonna have to call him because I don't know what I'm doing. And and I have no problem not knowing what I'm doing. So Nick, I am going to so I see some things in your background in behind you back there. I don't know, it's like an instrument or two.
It's a guitar.
Yeah, that's a guitar. So you were talking about your music. So I'm just saying we have time because it was a beautiful thing that you sang.
He said, "Do you think I should move the guitar?" I said, "Leave it alone."
Yes, because you know I was going to do it. You forgot you knew I was at your wedding, and again another crying moment when he was singing at the wedding. Oh my God, it was so beautiful.
You know, let me just go ahead and say, I told him for years the only thing you are not allowed to do at the wedding is sing your vows because I knew he was the type.
But let's pause right there. For years, the only thing I wanted to do was sing at my wedding.
Sing your vows. Oh,
I didn't know that.
Well, see, it worked out. And there was no dry eye in the place because we're pitiful, and all of us are sitting like. But it was beautiful. But since you have the guitar back there, and we have the time,
sure. I guess I got to get used to it. Right?
I'm just saying, since you're already out here doing it, and you already put it out there, so let's give the folks something.
All right, cool.
Mr. Superstar.
Any suggestions?
Think about it on your way to the guitar.
Right. We can wait. Listen, hey, if anybody, I forgot to say that again. If anybody would like to chit chat with my beautiful guests, the phone number is right there. And again, I've known these young folk forever, and I wanted them to come on because I always talk about my book or whatever. But this is a peep. These are peep. This is someone who, her mother was one of my very best friends, and I wrote about her in the book. So I wanted you all to meet what it looks like, who I loved, and I love these two just like they were my own. But now I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead, Mr. Nick, take it away.
All right, I'm gonna do just a little bit of this song called "In Your Hands" or "In His Hands." In his hands. Yeah, and I think it's very appropriate, actually. Even talking about grief and trying to get through moments. So this song says, "Yes, I know the Lord, He's been good. My solid rock, on this I stand. May joy be my firm foundation, a peace I may not understand. From day to day, covered with mercy, a love that few can comprehend. There's no need to fret or worry. I'm in His hands."
Make me cry all over again, ain't you? Jordan,
That's what we'll do. We'll do that. Yes, I know the Lord, He's been good. My solid rock, on this I stand. May joy be my firm foundation, A peace I may not understand. From day to day, covered in mercy. A love that few can comprehend. There's no need to fret or worry. I'm in His hand. So focus on what's noble, excellent, and true. Keep your eyes set on Jesus, and He'll add on to you. 'Cause His love's never ending. Nothing can compare. And His joy, ooh, will change me. A delight I need to share. 'Cause yes, I know the Lord, He's been good. My solid rock, on this I stand. May joy be my firm foundation. A peace I may not understand. From day to day, covered in mercy. A love that few can comprehend. There's no need to fret or worry. I'm in His hand.
Wow.
Yay.
That was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sitting here like, oh, you messed me up. You just messed me up with that. But that was beautiful. That really was beautiful. Listen, we're getting ready to end because this is now that I'm on BBS radio. Yay. And we are in yay. And we are in 100 and some odd countries now. So you're going live in 100 and some odd countries. And this is a good hour because they're on the West Coast, California. So it's 6 o'clock California time. So yay. And then we so we're really, I think it's 116. But anyway, thank you. I appreciate you. Listen, tell everybody. I'm gonna let y'all have the last words because I mean we usually because I don't need to say much else because y'all just you're amazing to me. But again, my special guests, I'm so again I keep saying it. I'm so proud of them. If anybody has read my book, Soul Ties Letters of Love, her mom is my chapter number 6, Joy Friendship, and I always tell. And I think I keep saying it. I'm just so very proud of them because, despite everything, you were able to move forward. And people ask people like, well, what does the other side of grief look like? Me, but the other side of grief that looks like for a young person who lost your mom at a very pivotal time in her life. This is what it looks like. These two are what it looks like. And Nick, I joke with you all. I mean, I joke, but thank you. For loving Jordan the way that you do. And I'm saying this as her mom's friend. Thank you. Thank you for the care that you show to my friend's daughter. And I know that's your best friend, and know that she is your wife. But
I got you. I feel you.
Yeah.
but okay. Yeah, y'all can go ahead because I'm pitiful. So, no, seriously, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Now, tell everybody now that I'm got all that song messed me up and everything else that I just said. Tell everybody again how they can see you, find you, where you are, support you, the whole nine.
Absolutely. For me, you can follow me either on social media. I am Jordan Alexa on Facebook, or on Instagram is _Jordan Alexa. If you want to follow me on She Speaks, is SHESPEAKX. So She Speaks, not with an S but an X. And then if you're looking for editorial services, you can go to inscribeout.com. So inscribe like you're writing, out.com.
For me, you can follow me on Instagram at Kayea Creative, but
With
it's
a
with a
K.
K.
Mm-hmm.
So KAYEAKREATIVE. So Kayea Creative. Check me out. Through there, you can also like click on the link in my bio. You can see the She Knows music video. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Kayea Creative as well. Really quickly, guys, I ain't gonna talk too much, but always try to find the joy in your day. Perspective is so important. Definitely. And that's something that I've been trying myself, because when things don't go your way, it's kind of easy to be frustrated and focus on the negative. But literally, when you focus on the positive and focus on joy, and really when the glass is half full, it makes the days more bearable. It makes it better because, as we see, tomorrow's not promised,
right?
And how you want to live your life. Do you want to live it focus on negative things or focus on things that are holding you back, or do you want to focus on something positive to where you can enjoy your time? Because that's the only thing we can't take back is time.
It's up to you.
Right. So it's really up to you. But yeah, that's it. Kayea Creative, KAYEA.
Just in case you didn't hear that.
ATIVE. Kayea Creative.
Just in case, but I'll make sure that I put that in the thing again, so that you listen. Go support them. These are and people. Y'all know I bring people on that are just amazing to me. But it's not just I'm biased. Everybody I brought in, I'm biased. And I'm really biased when where these two are concerned. And I'm just blessed and honored that you all said yes to come on.
Absolutely.
But again, I'm still on the high from their wedding 2.5 years ago because
it
was so beautiful.
Yeah, we're gonna have more.
More weddings.
Yeah, it's fun.
Multiple ceremonies, I guess.
Yeah, y'all had fun that day. I tell you, it was. I'm at the get some different shoes though. I can't keep up with you young people. You and Lisa, and your aunt Lisa. I was like, you got that one. But I was out there partying. I said, okay, the old people. There's old people representing. But guys, we are getting ready to end. But before we go, thank you again to my guests, the Kayeas, and support them. And really just go out and support them. Get her to. She's already at 1,000. Get her to 10,000, 20,000 views, and so she can go viral, and he can go viral. And Nick, if I see you and you blowed up, don't act like you don't know who I am.
Act like you forgot.
Right. Like, boy, I remember you when.
Hey, was it your Sprite? I shook somebody's Sprite. It was a long time ago.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Either you or Charlene.
Yeah.
And it was the Sprite, and somebody got mad at me for shaking the Sprite.
I have no idea.
It was one of y'all.
I have no idea.
We had so much time together. We have so many memories. But so next week, I won't be. So it's every other week that we're on. So the following week, the first week of August, whatever day that is in August, we have an amazing person. She talks about infertility. And from her name is she's an author, Toya Dawkins, and she is the founder of My Miracle Baby. Yeah, My Miracle Baby, because she talked about people who have issues with fertility. So she wrote an amazing book. So we're going to talk with her, and then at the end of the month we have another great person that's coming on. But I'm excited about this new platform that we're on. So we're excited. So tell everybody about it. Yeah, it's fun. I never thought I would do this, but
Yeah.
But so share on Facebook and YouTube, and we're just really excited about it. And I think that's it. Now we're going to do our outro, and then my folks in the background, because before my time gets up, before they start tapping me on my shoulder, say, "Troy, your time is up." Let's do the outro, and we'll be right back. I think, yeah. Oh, before I forget, if you want the book to find out more about what I wrote about her beautiful mother, Shoni, you can go ahead. You can go to Amazon. You can call me, email me at JustTroia, and I can send you an autographed copy of my book, so you can find out about Shoni and the amazingness that was her. Guys, I love y'all. I love you. I really, really.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for coming on. Wait a minute, there's a comment before we go. Put the info, put their info. I will. I'll put all of their info in the chat. On the post in later, so that you all know how to get in touch with them. They're amazing, 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 God-fearing, beautiful young couple. I'm just so proud to know y'all. But with that said, we're going to say good night. Love y'all, and we'll see y'all in a couple of weeks. Good night.
Good night.